Alright, welcome back to another video, and today I'm gonna show you guys the teams for the demon contracts for the sub mini bosses, and for the how I guess I'm explaining how the contracts really work, and let's just get straight to it, right?
Let's go.
So, as you can see, if you go to boss crafts and you go to see, there's multiple I guess devils you can say. And first of all, every time you click on the page, it's always the first one is always a contract. And basically what the contract is, it gives you a buff and also a drawback. A buff, you basically get something added to your character to do maybe more damage, and a drawback is, for example, you get more damage but you lose HP in the process, or you have less HP on your character but you do more damage. So if you go to ranked, go over here to contracts right here, and as you can see, once you unlock a contract, you can see what they do and you can put them on your team or assign to a team. And if you assign them to the team, then they will gain those buffs and the drawback, which I guess gain and risk. So for example, chainsaw contract has your cards have 25% more HP. Risk is your cards deal 50% less damage. This is the drawback, and this is the buff. As it says, you have 25% HP, but you do less 50% less damage. And then for example, we have bomb contract, which is your cards deal 35% bonus damage to off-field enemies. Risk, your cards take 20% damage while off-field. So for example, you could run this with like Helheim to do more damage to off-field enemies, which is pretty good. So it's like an off-field kind of team that you can use that, which is pretty cool. And then you have blood contract. Your active card heals 50% each HP each turn, up to 8 times per card. Risk, your cards get above 150% base stats, which this one actually sounds really good. I might actually use this. I need this. It sounds really good. And for your contract, your summons have 40% bonus stat, which you can use, for example, with Bull Vice Captain if you get him. For example, you can use him for summons, or ice lone swords duo, I forgot her name. And then you risk your card's abilities to 20% reduced damage, which is a little bit bad, but oh well. Then you have con contract, unlock, gain your cards to 25% more damage, but your cards take 50% more damage, for example. And then we have war contract, which is gain is each card is immune to the first skill disable targeting it, and risk, your cards basically takes to 20% reduced damage. For darkness contract, each card first status effect lasts 1 extra turn, which means if you have a character that has a stun or burn, etc., it will last for an extra turn. So technically, if you run the Reaper, you can stun the enemy 3 times, which is insane. Like the enemies will be stunned for 3 turns, I mean, instead of just 2 with the Reaper, for example. And risk is your cards cannot cleanse or block status effects. And then you have hell contract, your cards to take 35% reduced damage while off field. Your cards do 25% reduced damage to off-field enemies. So you would rather use this with a character that doesn't do off-field damage, and that's going to be really good. So honestly, from what I've seen, blood contract seems the best one, because it's not like you're going to buff your character really, depending on what you're using. But I think blood contract might be the most OP one, because the drawback is not really that crazy if you think about it. But yeah, that's basically how it works, and hopefully you guys understand it now. It's not that really hard. As you can see, we have the rewards here, and I cannot believe Protagonist 1 has the Chainsaw Man Denji in secret, but well, who knows, bro. Someone's definitely gonna go try to get it. So I'm gonna go to demon contract, go over here, and I'm gonna show you guys real quick the team, which I did show the last video, which was I think it was deck 2. Yeah, this is deck 2. So basically, as you can see, there's all these bosses over here. Fear of Control, Awaken Blade, basically all the contract bosses I showed you guys before. And I would just use this team right here, King of Helheim, with Shinobi Cells, Bolt Hero, Slayer Mark, Fate Temper Bull, Slayer Mark, and Integrity Knight, Slayer Mark. Those guys, then do Extreme, and basically just use this team, for example. I'll show you guys real quick until you beat the boss. It just goes a little bit faster. Actually quite taking a little bit. Alright, so he dies, and then he should be able to kill the enemy, kill him. Yeah, 35 mil damage. So basically, once you do 35 mil damage onto the boss, then it would be a 2-minute cooldown until you can fight them again. And I'm pretty sure you get 15 of the gold ones, these ones, 15 of the gold ones, and 25 of the normal ones, unless they buffed it. I am not so sure. Let me do this again, because I don't want to give wrong information, because I kind of forgot for a bit. Oh my god, what are these skins, bro? Alright, bro, please. Alright, there you go. Now we're in him. There you go, dies. Yeah, so 15 of the gold ones and 25 of the normal ones. And basically, you want to keep doing this until you go to the shop. If I have to run back over there for some reason. Right here, Chainsaw Man's shop, right here. So as you can see, you need 175 for each one for the contract, and then you need 100 of these ones over here. Blank contract, which you can buy them with the event coins, and the event coins you just get from defeating the bosses here, or doing damage, as you can see, event coin. And I would recommend trying to get at least trying to unlock the rolls for everyone first. I think that's the most important one, is to unlock the rolls. That's all you really need. And afterwards, I would go maybe for the instant rolls, and then get your rolls. I would say go for the unlock roll first, and then for the contract, and then you can get the rest of them. That's what I would. But yeah, I'm just waiting right now until I'm done with the gun devil, I think. What is it? Guns? Yeah. Actually, I think I'm kind of done with this actually. Yeah, I want to get this. I want to get these ones. I want to get at least all the packs here, and then I will do the rest. Then I'll do the other ones to get the units. But it's gonna take a while to get these new cards. I'm gonna tell you that. It's gonna take a bit. But I mean, at least they nerfed it a little bit, so I'm happy with that. They nerfed it. You know, that's at least a good thing. That's at least a good thing. They did that. That's basically how it works. Hopefully you guys understand it now better, and it's not that too complicated. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.